There we go. So, went to Baltimore Comic-Con 2017. Lots of cool people there, if anyone's ever checking it out. So, starting off the bat here, Convergence Shazam #1, autographed by Jeff Parker. Convergence Shazam #2, also autographed by Jeff Parker. Convergence Batgirl, autographed by Alyssa Kitten. Batwoman Rebirth #2, autographed by James Tanyan, not sure how you pronounce his name. This is a cool one. Planet of the Apes, Green Lantern, autograph by Justin Jordan. Cool book. #3, also autographed by Justin Jordan up here. This is a little out of order. Here's #2, also autographed by Justin Jordan. #1, Planet of the Apes, Green Lanterns, crossover, Justin Jordan. Ethan Van Sciver had canceled, otherwise I was going to get him to sign the cover, because he did the cover art on it. That would have been nice. #4, Justin Jordan autograph. #5, and that's the whole series. There's only 6 things in the 6 episodes in the series. Also autographed by Justin Jordan. So that's the whole series of Planet of the Apes, Green Lantern. These ones are for some family members, so those are personalized. Okay, let's get into this one. We got Vixen Rebirth, Justice League of America. Let me see if I can get rid of that glare a little bit. There you can see, autographed by Steve Orlando. Cool dude. The Ray, Justice League of America Rebirth, also Steve Orlando. Killer Frost Rebirth, JLA, Steve Orlando. You're noticing a pattern. Justice League of America Rebirth, Steve Orlando. The Atom, Steve Orlando. I like this cover. That's a pretty cool cover. Justice League of America. This is the standard. The other one was a variant cover. Steve Orlando on this one again. Justice League of America #8. This one is Scott Hanna, not Steve Orlando. To get Steve Orlando to sign anything, he only does like 2 free, and then it's a couple bucks for the next one, or 2 or 3 free, I'm not sure. But luckily I had someone with me who was helping me autograph these books, but I couldn't get anything beyond just the first couple issues autographed. But that's still a pretty cool cover. Batgirl #1, Hope Larson. That's pretty cool. Batgirl #2, Hope Larson. Let me get it better. There, we gotta get up here. #3, Hope Larson. #3 variant, Hope Larson. #4, Hope Larson. #4 variant, Hope Larson. Hope Larson signed all of my Batgirl books. I'm just gonna spare you the monotonous of going through every single Batgirl book. So she signed up to the latest Batgirl number 14, which is pretty cool. She signed a lot of my books. Dark Days, The Forge, signed by James Tyrion. I have no idea how to say that guy's name. I'm sorry, I'm butchering it. Dark Days, The Casting, autographed by the same dude. Pretty cool cover. Batwoman number 3, same guy. Or Batwoman. I don't know if I said Batgirl. I might have said Batgirl. I meant Batwoman. Here's a Batwoman number 1 variant. Batwoman number 4. Did he even sign this one? Nope, didn't sign this one. Well, put it back. He did sign this one, number 1. Batwoman number 1. Pretty cool guy. He signed that one. We got Justice League Darkseid War. Got that one autographed. Peter Tomasi right here in the center. Super cool dude. Got to chat with him a little bit. Batman Arkham Knight number 1. Peter Tomasi. This is a pretty cool book. Nice cover too. Digging the artwork on it. Batman Arkham Knight Annual. Right down here in paint. It's pretty cool. I think he charges like $1 a signature, which is pretty cool. Arkham Knight Genesis number 1, which is pretty sweet. That's a cool cover. Digging the Red Hood. And then we got Arkham Knight Harley Quinn Special, signed by Matthew Clark, right here in the red. Might be a little tough to see. Another cool guy, signed it for nothing. Batman Arkham Knight Robin Special, also autographed by Peter Tomasi, right here in paint pen. The Flash Rebirth, number 27, signed by Pete Petelier. I think that's how you pronounce his name. We got Deathstroke number 4, Mark Morales. Awesome guy. It's a pretty cool cover. Well, they're not in any order, so bear with me. It's Justice League Rebirth number 1, signed by Scott Hanna up at the top. There's a lot of Scott Hanna in here. He's an awesome guy. I really enjoyed chatting with him as a variant for Justice League Rebirth. Also signed by Scott Hanna. It was pretty sweet. Deathstroke number 3, Mark Morales, right here in the middle. He's doing a bang-up job on Deathstroke Rebirth. If you're not reading, you definitely should be. Deathstroke number 4, right here in Batman's bicep. Pretty cool. Next, we have Justice League of America number 9, signed by Scott Hanna. Again, would love to get Steve Orlando to get a double signature on here, but it's, in my opinion, it's not worth the price. I don't resell anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Deathstroke number 3, Mark Morales. And there's some really random ones in here too, so sit tight. Future's End number 36, Scott Hanna. I really enjoyed Future's End. Future's End number 46, Scott Hanna. Deathstroke, maybe if I can get it. Deathstroke number 13, Mark Morales. Deathstroke number 12, Mark Morales. That's a cool cover too. That's probably one of my favorite ones so far. This one I don't think I got. Oh, I did get that one. Look at that. Nightwing number 29, Pete Batelier, the Dark Knight Metal tie-in. If you're not reading Metal, you definitely need to be. Pretty kick-ass. Teen Titans Special, the Lazarus Contract, Finale, signed by Pete Batelier, which is pretty awesome. We have Sinestro number 6, or Godhead Act 1 Part 6, signed by Scott Hanna. I really dig this cover. I think it's pretty sweet. I like Sinestro. He's one of my favorite guys. Let's see. I know I missed a couple on here. Oh, here's another Scott Hanna. Suicide Squad Rebirth number 1. Let's see. We got another Sinestro Scott Hanna. This one is number 8. Godhead Act 3 Part 5. Definitely a good cover. Here's one that's cool that I really enjoy. This one, you probably a little hard to see it down here. Carl Potts got this one signed at the con. I liked Infinite Crisis. And Mr. Potts said it was pretty cool too. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed working on it. I have Convergence Justice League number 2. I got the Mark Birmingham. He did the cover art on this one. I got him to sign it. And I also got Frank Terry last year to sign this one. So this one's pretty cool. This one I might submit for CBCS verification. It's probably not worth a whole lot, but I still want to preserve it. You know, autographs are still cool, even if they're not worth a whole lot of money. Let's see. I got number 1 for that. Same deal. I got Mark to sign it and Frank on that one. So this is another cool double one. I got Batman and the Ninja Turtles number 1, which is awesome. Super cool crossover. I got Batman Rebirth number 1 Director's Cut, signed by Tom King, David Finch. So that one's pretty awesome. I got Batman Rebirth number 24, signed by Tom King, David Finch. This is the proposal issue. So this one, you know, if you're reading Batman, you know, Batman proposes to Catwoman, so it's cool. I got it just for speculation. I think this one might be hard to find. Maybe someday. I don't know. Batman Day 2016 issue, signed by Tom King, David Finch. Just for fun. Cool little Batman the Button autograph. Right here, Tom King. Might be a little hard to see. It was one of those 3D covers. Batman Flash crossover. Awesome. The Button again. Batman Rebirth number 22, signed by Tom King somewhere. Yep, right here. You can kind of see it. Harley Quinn 25th anniversary special. Got Ken Hunt, the cover artist, to do the signature on it. I was going to jump in Amanda Connor and Jim Patelli's Pombatelli? I don't know how you say his name. I was going to jump in their line, but their line was always just like jam-packed. And every time I got there, they had cut it off already. So I was already way too late. Every single time I went there. So, bummer, but I'll definitely get this one autographed someday. Batman Annual, autographed by Tom King, David Finch, and Steve Orlando, which is kind of cool. Got the triple signature going. Might submit that one at some point. Wonder Woman 15, signed down here by Laura Martin. Pretty cool cover. Wonder Woman number 19, again signed by Laura Martin. Number 7 Wonder Woman, signed by Laura Martin. This is one of my favorite Wonder Woman covers. I like what they did with the Lasso of Truth. They just really like made it pop and stick out. So that's kind of neat. Wonder Woman number 3, signed by Laura Martin. Cheetah cover on that one. Wonder Woman number 9, signed by Laura Martin. I still like that other one better. That's probably my favorite cover. Number 11, Laura Martin also. There really wasn't anyone there from Wonder Woman, just except Laura Martin. So she's the only one I was able to get. This one is number 7, Laura Martin. Kind of neat. Number 9, Laura Martin. We've got some variants in here too, so there's probably 2 copies of the same book, but a variant cover. Here is number 11, Laura Martin. Interesting cover. We got number 21, Laura Martin. Pretty badass cover. We have number 17, Laura Martin. Cheetah cover. I got Wonder Woman number 6. This one is the Frank Cho variant. So I got Frank Cho to do that one. I really like his art. This is a pretty sweet book too. So awesome variant. Lucky to get his signature. He's a really awesome guy. I got Trinity number 2 Frank Cho variant. Awesome cover. Awesome cover. Cool book. Great story. Cyborg number 1. This one is signed by Scott Hanna and Paul Patellier. So that one's a nice double one. And it's a number 1, so it makes it an extra cool bonus. Number 2 here, signed by Paul Patellier and Tony Cordos. Might be a little tough to see, but that's kind of cool. So I got a double on 1 and a double on 2. And this is number 7, signed down here. Might be a little tough to see. Paul Patellier, Tony Cordos. Let me adjust that for you. Oh, geez, huge glare. Maybe I'll just leave it right there. Cool, cool autographs. Number 9, a lot of double autographs in the Cyborg category. Paul Patellier, Tony Cordos again. Cyborg isn't really hitting that well, but hey, I'll take the autographs, especially when they don't cost nothing. Paul Patellier, Tony Cordos again. Cyborg number 1. So I have both variants that are double autograph, which is pretty cool. Cyborg Rebirth again. Another cover. Paul Patellier, Tony Cordos. So that one's pretty cool. I really enjoy this cover. This one's probably one of my favorites. Cyborg Rebirth number 1. Paul Patellier, Tony Cordos, which is pretty sweet. This one is number 2. This one might be a little hard to see. Actually, it's easier. Maybe for you. Yeah, Paul Patellier here. Tony Cordos right here. Number 8 Cyborg. This one's just Paul Patellier right here in the middle. Pretty cool cover too. Number 13. Tony Cordos only on this one. Number 11 Cyborg. Tony Cordos right here again. Cyborg number 5, Scott Hanna, which is pretty awesome. Pretty interesting cover too. Justice League number 25, Scott Hanna. Superman number 1, Peter Tomasi. Pretty cool cover. Superman Rebirth number 1, Peter Tomasi. Another cool cover. Supergirl number 1, Steve Orlando again. So he's doing Justice League of America. He's also doing Supergirl and Batman and the Shadow. Supergirl number 1 again. Steve Orlando. Supergirl number 1. Steve Orlando. Supergirl number 1, Steve Orlando. Injustice Ground Zero, Pop Man, who does the art, which is pretty cool. I enjoy the Injustice series. I definitely enjoyed Ground Zero as well. I also have the variant to that as well. Again, Pop Man, which is pretty sweet. Number 7 Injustice, Pop Man, right here in the center. Pop Man again, Injustice number 3. Cool cover. Pop Man again, Injustice number 4. Batman in the Shadow number 1, Steve Orlando. Shazam, I'm sorry. Shazam Darkseid War number 1, Steve Orlando. Superman number 1. Like I said, there's no order on these. Peter Tomasi. This is a pretty cool cover too. Super Sons number 1, Peter Tomasi. Convergence, Hawkman number 2. I got Tim Truman to sign it last year, which is pretty cool. And then I got who is it? Parker? Yeah, Jeff Parker to sign it this year. So that's pretty cool. Hawkman number 1. Again, Tim Truman, Jeff Parker. Pretty cool cover. We got David Yarden, awesome gentleman to chat with, for the Injustice Annual number 1. David Yarden again, Injustice number 3. And last but not least, Injustice number 6, David Yarden. So all total, I got like 75, 76 different autographs, which is pretty handy. Which is pretty cool. Wish I would have gotten more, but they changed things around this year, and I didn't know that. So I actually bought more books than what I could have gotten signed. So that'll end it for my Baltimore Comic-Con autographs that I got. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. So I've gone 2 years in a row, which is pretty awesome. Again, someone decided they were going to pull the fire alarm. Although someone did tell me it was an actual fire this year. So I guess that's good that they're using the fire alarm for what its intended purpose is. Alrighty, we shall end it here. Thanks for checking me out, guys.